Hey everyone, this is Bryan and I'm here with another tribute to my grandpa. You know, since January I've been shooting these videos and my intention was to shoot them weekly, and I haven't done quite exactly that, but I've been shooting quite a few of these, so if you want to look at other tributes to my grandpa, there are a few of them that I think are more impactful than others, but to me they've all been special and all important. If you're tuning in for the first time, well, my grandparents, my last grandparent, my grandpa, is who I lost this year, and we lost, a lot of us did, and that was my last living grandparent. So I've been kind of searching around and learning from some of the stories and reminding myself of some of the things that I've done with my grandpa and memories that I have of my grandpa. And so as I've shot this all year, I know that there have been plenty of people that have seen this. You've seen these videos, and I would love for you to comment. It's nice to have some feedback. I see people at different places. I was recently at a party and someone said, man, I really like those videos. That would be nice, a thumbs up, something. More just because I want to know like what you're gaining from these. I know what I'm gaining from these, so that's enough for me. But if you want to kind of let me know what it's inspired you or made better in your life, I'd love to hear it. You would think that with all of these poems that my grandpa has recited or these conversations I've had with him, that I wouldn't have any holiday ones. Well, guess again, because my grandpa recites a special poem about Thanksgiving. And it's called a Thanksgiving poem, which you'll hear in just a moment. But I want to remind you about some of the memories that I've had with my grandpa. And for those of you that know him, you might attest to this. But my grandpa lived right on the corner. His house was the corner house in a little suburb in Mesa. And where he was, you know, the whole family would pile up on Thanksgiving Day when it was that family. I mean, we would switch off with family to family sometimes, but when we were there, I recall, some of my fondest and best memories of the family in its entirety. My cousins, being able to see my aunts and uncles, you know, we were always a hugging family. I think we hugged most people. I hugged my cousins and whatnot, but I remember getting there, and when we got there, it was just awesome because you didn't have to worry about, we had to get this food in and get kind of situated and that kind of thing. There was a lot of us, I felt like there was a lot of us. Maybe looking back and some other families that I've been a part of now, it's not quite so many. But my cousins and I would get, my grandpa had a mountain bike. We'd bring our bikes over. We'd always have something to do. They had a little tractor, a little kid tractor that you would bike pedal around just the little, their sidewalk right there. And then they had a like a scooter, but it was not a razor scooter. It had like big old fat tires on it. Like a bicycle tire. And we would go on that thing, and we would just go all around the neighborhood. We went everywhere. And I remember that there were some Thanksgivings that we had races down these massive hills. He lived in like a pretty hilly area, and we would go racing down these hills as fast as we could. And it always happened to one of us. It seemed to, and maybe it wasn't always on Thanksgiving, but I remember a lot of good Thanksgiving memories around this, is you would be pedaling your fastest, and then as you did that, your foot would catch off the pedal because you were racing your other cousins. You had to win, and then you'd go toppling over. You'd scrape a knee or you'd hit hard, and I remember just limping back to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and it was just kind of like, whoever got hurt was bummed, but it was kind of like, we're all going to be all right. We're going to be okay. And I just remember being there all day, and that's something that I've tried to recreate in my family, is go be somewhere all day. And I recognize it's not easy, when you guys split time with families and stuff, but for us, it's been a dream come true to be able to be around family for the majority of our day. Get here when you get here, and then we eat, and then we have fun, we watch football, the kids play games, we watch movies, we do whatever it is, and then we go until it's dark. Like, I'm okay with people staying here until midnight if they want to. But I just love that idea, and that came from, that love of Thanksgiving came from the memories. Whether it was or wasn't my grandpa's favorite holiday, it sure became mine. Because it was a time where we didn't have to worry about gifts, but we got to spend a great time with family, and we got to eat great food. And I just remember some of my best, just like the love of the family was there. And that's one of the things with my grandma and grandpa. My grandma was probably the one that really wanted us all there. Well, I'm sure my grandpa did too, but my grandma was the partier. Like, she wanted to get the party going and have all kinds of fun. And I'm sure my grandpa wanted all the family there too. I'm not naive to say that he wouldn't. But I totally remember those times with fondness. And I hope that you're setting some of your own memories and your Thanksgiving traditions and having a lot of fun, because I sure do. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this poem by Garrison. I forget his last name, but it's a poem my grandpa recites, one of his favorite poems, and it happens to coincide with Thanksgiving. And so #give thanks. I hope you guys are all enjoying a wonderful Thanksgiving. This is Bryan, and I'll see you guys next week.
This is the Thanksgiving poem by Garrison Keillor. We sat down to Thanksgiving dinner, and Uncle Bill offered the prayer. Thanks for this food on the table, especially that stuffing down there. Thanks for this roof, though it's leaking, and especially these people I love. You've blessed us, dear Lord. If you offered us more, we'd just say, no thanks, that's enough. No thank you, Lord, I have plenty. I don't even know all I've got. Others with less I would ask you to bless, but no more for me, thanks a lot. Well, back then I thought he was crazy. Of course it is wrong to show greed. Still, God doesn't give all we ask for, so we have to ask twice what we need. There are other folks praying their heads off who ask for the moon and the stars. When a prayer has been said, we should lower our head and charge in and get what is ours. Well, I knew that His grace is amazing, His mercy and love are divine. I admired the world He created and thought more of it ought to be mine. Dear Lord, I thought, you could do better. Give us this day raisin bread with big raisins in 'em and sugar and cinnamon. Then I thought of what Uncle Bill said. No thank you, Lord, I have plenty. I don't even know all I've got. Others with less I would ask you to bless, but no more for me, thanks a lot. Well, it's hard to find true satisfaction, but at least for one day in the fall, put those catalogs back in the closet and turn that TV to the wall. Sit in this chair at this table in this house with these people this year. If you fasten your eyes on some distant horizon, look, where is it? It's here.